Jessica Harless here with Remax Realty Center with Chrissy and Sandy talking about schools in Bridgeland, Cypress Creek Lakes, Cypress Creek Ranch, Black Horse, and Town Lake. When y'all moved to the area, were schools a factor in where you chose to live?
Absolutely. I had my husband's job was the mark, and then I went to look at the schools that were commutable for him. And we looked in a different area at first, and then found Cypress-Fair ISD, and found Warner Elementary in our neighborhood, Bridgeland, and we're very pleased with moving to this area.
What about you, Chrissy?
Well, I've been here for 5 years, and when I first moved here, I was lucky enough to have a friend who already lived in Cypress. And so she gave us some tips on some areas that were outside of Houston. And so we looked in Katy and we looked in Cypress. And I love the fact that Cypress was a new area. The schools were newer. I had a chance to meet new people. My kids could meet new people. And academically, Cypress-Fair was always rated high. And having kids now in each level of school, I see the progression and the level of education, and they're focused on college, which is what I'm focused on.
Right. So tell me some things that you're happy with and maybe even unhappy with Cypress ISD.
Okay, I'm very happy with the education my children are getting. One of the things I was a little taken aback with was the size, just the sheer numbers of enrollment. This is, like Chrissy said, it's a growing area. Lots of things are new and new houses every day, and so the classroom size has gotten a little bit bigger. Yeah, we've been here 2.5 years, so I've seen it grow. So that's maybe one of the things that is a bit of a negative. They are going to be building another new school, so that's going to alleviate some of that. What about you? What did you find?
Well, I had only been involved in private school, so this is my first public school experience. So to come to a school that an elementary school had 1,000 kids versus I was used to 200 or 300, I was afraid, but my kids adapted well and they love it, and they have so many more things that are offered to them that I think a private school would not be able to compete with. For example, both of my boys learned how to play the viola and play in the orchestra. Just the levels of AP classes and dual credit classes, art, music, science, theater. It is a full circle level of education.
Right. I have a middle schooler too that is involved with band, and he's actually taken a class that will be a high school credit right now in 7th grade. So it's just very amazing.
You mentioned AP classes. Is there a stat that you've heard of recently of anything about what the graduation rate of last year?
Well, actually, I just went, my son is going to be a junior, so we're focused on college. And at our parent night, the lead counselor said that 91% of the graduates from last year at Cypress Ranch are going to college, which is fantastic. And it really helps when you have kids that are focused on what they need to do, because it helps your child be involved in what they need to be focused on as well. So.
Well, that's perfect. We'll definitely end that on a great note, and thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, Jessica.